Hey everybody, it's been a while since we've done a video blog post. We're going to start doing more, so we thought we would spice things up, if you will, and do a little video for you today. Last week I published a post on the company blog about teaching people how to be a RockStar blogger, and we thought this would be a good way to kind of introduce that little series. What we want to do is just make bloggers the best that they can possibly be. And we've been working with some really cool advertisers lately, at least I think, and that's one of the reasons that Crystal is here. She's an account manager and works directly with our advertisers on their campaigns. So she thought you guys might have some questions, and she's got some tips to maybe help you guys get some good opportunities from advertisers like this. So what's up?
Well, the first thing I want to say is you said spice it up.
I did. Yes.
That's awesome. And yeah, that's the first thing, so now I'm sidetracked. I guess more or less the reason I wanted to jump on with Ashley was because we wanted to give you guys a big pat on the back. So far, we've had two bigger advertisers in Social Spark, Kmart and Sears. I'm sure you've seen that.
In the past 2 weeks?
Yeah. And they just started, and so far they're overjoyed with everything. They're ecstatic with everything that's been created and all that kind of stuff. And basically, Ashley and I just wanted to give you guys a big thumbs up and tell you keep going. And they're there. And my only comment is to keep doing what you're doing awesome, but be creative. Be as creative as possible. A lot of the opportunities we have in there are kind of generic things about a sale, the holidays, that kind of stuff. Be creative. Be as creative as possible. Make it exciting, make it interesting, make your readers want to come back and check out that post, because again, that's the whole reason we're here. And the happier an advertiser is with something, the more apt they are to come back again and again and again, and that's our main goal. So be creative, have fun with it, and keep up the good work.
I think that's a really good point, because even though you might be doing a sponsored post, it still ultimately is content on your blog, and you have to keep in mind that everything that you do is for your readers, and by really producing quality content on your blog, even if it's a sponsored post, you want to make it fun and exciting for your readers, because if they don't come back, then that doesn't do anybody any good.
And I think that's the thing we forget a lot in this. Sponsored posts are awesome. It's the reason we're all here. It's great. But the point of your blog is it's your blog. You are the one that is writing in it. It should be about you. It should be about your life, things you want to talk about, because you're doing it for yourself and for your readers. Your readers come to your blog to read things that you're creating for a reason. So when you take an op, it should match the theme of your blog. When you write about something, it shouldn't be out in left field compared to everything else that you create every day. It's about your blog. So always keep that in mind when you're creating sponsored content across the board with everything.
Earlier we were talking about ways to get creative, and it's really about thinking outside of the box. I really like the example that you gave of the weed whacker. Can you tell everybody about that? Because I thought that was really clever.
Larry and I were going through some of the posts, and I actually came across one, and it was a woman, and she was talking about, it was a Sears post talking about shopping, for holidays and whatnot, and she said her husband wanted a weed whacker, and I started reading it, and I was like, oh, this, I just thought it was going to be boring.
Right.
And all of a sudden I scroll down, and there's a picture of her husband outside doing yard work with an old weed whacker, and it made me laugh, because he was in ripped up jeans, and it was funny, and, it stood out when I had read, 60 posts that day. So things like that always, you want to make things stand out. You want to be remembered for some reason. That's
so simple, but the more I started thinking about it, the more... That's such a perfect example of thinking outside of the box, because it would have been so easy to pull like a generic image of a weed whacker from the internet or Google or but I mean, really that's being creative, and it's not only giving the advertiser more value, because it's showing readers how the product is going to be used, but it's also making it exciting for your readers, because it's like, wow, you really took the initiative.
Extra step.
Yeah,
exactly.
To do something, you know, fun and creative. So I thought that was a really good example.
Yeah, and I mean, again, it's personalized, but it's different, and it matters. And the reason you are writing is for your readers.
Yep.
And again, if your readers don't come back, it doesn't serve any purpose anyway.
Right.
Advertisers want their message to be seen. So if your blog has no readers, it doesn't serve anyway. I mean, you're writing it for no one looking at it, and your advertiser isn't getting any eyes on their message.
Right.
So.
So the lesson for today is content.
Content,
right?
And creativity.
Yep, content and creativity. So if anybody has any questions, they can
submit a ticket to Customer Love. There is the contact support link at the bottom of any paper post page, any Social Spark page, and you can submit a ticket to Customer Love.
And we also have a dedicated Twitter account for Customer Love. It's called IZEA Love. It's twitter.com/IZEA Love. And we have someone that manages that, so if you have any questions, you can send a direct message through Twitter, and we'll get in touch with you that way.
Yeah, Twitter.
So,
amazing.
Sound good? All right, well, that's going to do it, and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.